You do 10 to 15 repetitions. You go with your chest toward the bar and you pull with your arm and your lats. Hi, this is Damien, and today we're gonna talk about pull-up. Pull-up movement could be a real challenge. So I'm gonna show you one repetition just to be sure we talk about the same thing. You begin the movement with extended arm in a dead hang position, and then you pull with your arm and your lats to go above the bar with your head and come back until you have extended arms. This could be a challenge, and the main reason it could be a challenge is because of the lack of strength in the lats and in the arms. I'm going to show you some exercises with different options just to improve, to increase your strength and try to have your first pull-up. We have a lot of different variations for the pull-up. We can talk about the hand position on the bar, so it could be the pronation or supination. We can talk as well about the width between the hands. So today we're gonna do a classic pull-up, so it's 1.5 times your shoulder width on the bar with a pronation grip. Our first exercise gonna work your lats and your biceps. You're gonna need one dumbbell. Personally, I use 15 kilos, but of course, if you feel comfortable, you can use a heavier weight, and if it's too difficult, you adapt with a lighter one. I'm gonna use a box just to be sure I've got stability for my core and my back, but you can use as well a ladder or a chair. We're gonna use the dumbbell and we're gonna lift the dumbbell up. Please keep the good position for your back and squeeze your shoulder back to feel your lats. Control your movement. You do 10 to 15 repetitions. Directly after that, you go with a set for the other arm, and then you can have your rest for 30 seconds to 1 minute top. Okay, next one is Australian pull-up. It's like a pull-up with the body in a horizontal position. So I show you the bar position. You can begin with that height, and if it's too difficult, you can of course rise the bar position. You go under it and you put your hand on the bar with 1.5 times the shoulder width. The position of the feet gonna determine your difficulty of exercise. If you want it to be easy, you can put your feet in that position, and then you go with your chest toward the bar to touch it. You extend your arm to go back in the start position. This is a repetition. If it's too easy for you, you can change your feet position and extend your legs and do exactly the same thing with your arms and your lats. You do 3 sets with 10 to 15 repetitions, and you can rest for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Next exercise is eccentric pull-up. The purpose of eccentric work is to make you work during the negative phase to increase your strength of the lats and of the biceps for today, of course. I'm gonna use a plyo box just to be sure I can push with my legs and have to touch the box sooner. I don't want you to hurt your shoulders or your elbows. The last rep, this is the full range of motion. So after that, you can come back on the plyo box with your feet and do the next repetition. Our next exercise is going to be the final movement, the pull-up, but with some assistance. I'm going to use the adjustable band from Decathlon, but of course you can use a classic band. This is the same space between your hand on the bar with the pronation grip. You put your 2 feet in the support and you pull with your arm until your chin is above the bar. Control the movement on the way down, control your body. and try to do the movement in the full range of motion. This is as well a strength work, so the amount of repetition is going to be lower. Do 3 sets from 8 to 12 repetitions with 30 seconds to 1 minute rest between each set. You can as well adjust the strength of the band here if it's too easy or too hard. You can also choose the difficulty if you use that kind of band. If it's too difficult, just use a larger one, and if it's too easy, use a thinner one. If you are good with our previous exercises, you can now try to have your first pull-up. Don't forget, you have to keep control on the way up and on the way down while squeezing your core, and try to be just in one piece. Put your hands in the same position on the bar, the pronation 1.5 times the shoulder width. You begin in a dead hang position and you pull with your arm and your lats until your shin is above the bar. Control the way down until you have the full range of motion and the extended arm. If you can't do that, try again to do the previous exercises for some week or some month, and then you can try again. Feel free to tell us in the comments how it was, if you had your first pull-up, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more contents. Bye!